welcome to Bahrain with Nando Lores on pole from B Dragon Sonic and L Pepsi. Then we have Zeph, Ichinose, Mini, and Mohamed Nawali. Then we have the other Red Bull of Enoch Yui, Batuko, Ultra Bro, and Iron Babinus. Then we have Ravo, Alan Lee, Zygmunt, Medesis, Carlos, Silas Kynes. Down in 17th is the other Mercedes of UK Ball. Then we have Lawless Leclerc, Catfish, JD Venter, Horry, and Notless Hamilton. Well, it's time for the famous duel in the desert here in Bahrain with Red Bull on pole and then Mercedes on third place gone. Lights out and away we go for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Pretty even start from the top two. B Dragon Sonic on the alternative strategy along with El Pepsi, both of them starting on the hards. Meanwhile, Nando's starting on the softs. So Nando Lore is already 4 tenths a second ahead of the guys fighting over second place. That's El Pepsi and B Dragon Sonic. And coming through that first chicane into turn 4, down in 19th, UK Ball loses 2 positions to the Renault of JD Venter and the Ferrari of Medesis. The two McLarens building up the rear of the field. As out of the race goes Lawless Leclerc from 18th on the grid. He's out of the race for Haas, and we're now under safety car conditions. And I'm not commentating under a safety car because that's kind of boring. Just changed the microphones because the previous one didn't actually feel very good. As we come to the final turn on board with Alan Lee, now to the race leader in the 37, Nando Lores. And only his third race, he's leading the race. Lapped cars overtake are now allowed to overtake the safety car, but there wouldn't be any lap cars because we have a safety car this early. In a race like this, the only time you would actually have a lapped car is if there are punctures. We probably won't have punctures today because half the grid are on hards, the other half may be on softs, but Tyre Wolf, our tyre manufacturer, have brought in the hardest compound of tyres possible, and they are officially labeled from Tyre Wolf as puncture proof. And then there's this like middle grind of drivers on the mediums, and honestly I don't know how well they're gonna fare. Lawless Leclerc was actually given a 5-second time penalty when he went out of the race, so he collided with Carlos Sainz, but honestly don't think that was needed. So to go through our order as we head towards lap 4 when we go back racing. Nando Loris for Red Bull Racing on the soft compound of tyres with the fastest lap. He leads the way from B Dragon Sonic, who's on the hards for Mercedes, and El Pepsi on the hards for Sauber. Then we have Zef on the medium compound of tyres is for Williams. Same compound of tyre for the Force India driver of Mini as we go on board with his teammate who's down in 10th. Then we have Ichi Noser, the man currently second in the Drivers' Championship on soft tyres for Sauber. Then we have Mohamed Nawawi on mediums for Williams. Enoch Kiwi, soft tyres, Red Bull Racing. Batuco, mediums, Manor Racing Team. Ultra Bro, hard tyres, Force India. Revo, soft tyres is Ferrari. Zygmunt, soft tyres, Haas. Arnett Bamis, hard tyres, Todd Hussar. Alan Lee, mediums, Todd Hussar, Carlos Sainz. Hards, Manor, JD Venter. Softs, Renault, safety car ending on this lap. Medicis, hards, it's Ferrari, UK Ball, softs, not Lewis Hamilton softs. There's Hori softs and Catfish hards. Just about made it as Nando Loris makes it to the line now. B Dragon Sonic currently don't think he's going to be able to pounce. We go green again in Bahrain, and look at the gap. Nando and B Dragon Sonic have already been able to put on El Pepsi. But I do believe that gap between the top two is only going to increase. Further down the order, JD Venter, UK Ball making some moves as well as Revo. The hard tyre run is definitely going to be struggling here because of the fact that they're on the hards, the slowest compound of tyre, but they do go very long. Nando Loris set the fastest first sector of anyone. That's now been replaced by JD Venter down in 14th. He's making moves with UK Ball behind him. Alan Lee's gone past UK Ball, but we're not saying that we're on board with El Pepsi. It's all around the outside there. That was a pretty good move for the manner of Batuco on Ultra Bro for the last point-paying position. UK Ball watches Alan Lee ahead of him try and get past JD Venter. Keep an eye on the timing tower for that. Nando Loris sets the fastest second sector of anyone. Babness resets that one too. A 31.066 as we now head to the line for lap 5. And honestly, I'm not too sure there's going to be too much more action. I do record the commentary in advance now as we see that is Zef sending it down the inside on Alan Lee. But I'm just a bit tired, to be honest, so I'm not going to do it. Hey, at least I'm honest. So it's Nando Loris from Mohamed Nawawi and B Dragon Sonic. Then it's Itchy Nasser, Zeph, El Pepsi, Inokui, and Batuko. Then we have Ultra Bro, Zigmund, Iron Babness, UK Ball still yet to score for Mercedes. Then it's Ravo, Alan Lee, Medicis, and Mini. Then we have Salos Kynes, Catfish, Not Lewis Hamilton, Hori, JD Venter, and your only retirement, Lawless Chaklerk. In the drivers' standings, the number 44 still leads the way. B Dragon Sonic from Nando Loris, Itchy Nasser, Zeph, Inokui, Mohamed Nawawi, Salos Kynes, and Mini. Then you have Ravo, Batuko, Catfish, Alan Lee, El Pepsi, Lawless Chaklerk, Medicis, and Ultra Bro. Below those guys, you have Zigmund and your non-point scorers so far, Hori, JD Venter, Not Lewis Hamilton, UK Ball, and Ironet Badness. In the constructors' standings, we have Red Bull Racing leading the way from a Mercedes AMG being carried by E-Dragon Sonic. Then you have Williams, Sauber, and Manor Racing Team as your top 5. Then you have BWT Force India, Scuderia Ferrari, McLaren, Toro Rosso, Haas, and Renault Sport, who are still yet to score a point after the first 3 races. And we'll see you guys next time then for the Spanish Grand Prix.